All right, everybody, welcome back to Spooks Brothers Podcast. This is episode 2. We're back with some more awesome spooks and cool things that we're going to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
Today we're joined with Tyson Frisching.
Yes.
I'm Carson King. This is Presley Broadhead. And we're the Spooks Brothers. So today we're going to talk about like childhood fears and stuff like that. So we're also going to talk about the season of Halloween.
Yeah, finally kicked off, and here we are. We got some hot takes, if you will.
Yeah.
Hot takes.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we got a special treat for a Chow Down segment. Kind of excited for this one.
This one isn't probably going to be near as disgusting.
Oh, yeah. This one's more of a delicacy, if you will.
As you can tell, our setup is also way nicer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We put in
we've
20
gone
minutes
pro.
of blood, sweat, and tears.
We've gone pro.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes. So now, is it?
Yeah, we'll just talk about...
Okay.
So I just kind of wanted to bring up, Halloween has officially started. The whole month of October, for us at least, or
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I celebrate Halloween every single day of October. Horror movies, we're like scary
Yes.
videos,
That's the way to do it.
That-
candy.
that's true.
Like I've been trick or treating since yesterday. So no.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay, I was like, what? When have I been missing out on this?
No, I go to Germany. It's all backwards there, and we just go trick or treating.
Are you
No.
serious?
I knew you moved out
Every
of the
time I say,
country.
"Are you serious?" you say, "Just kidding." Like immediately after.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay, so I'm just gonna not take anything you say serious.
Just kidding. So, anyway, Halloween has started, guys, and I've been going to a lot of Spirit Halloweens. Walmart has finally got all their stuff up, and people are getting their decorations out, and it's just so nice to see because, like, I anticipate Halloween every single year. I look forward to it all the time, and I'm like, every time I drive by a house, I just get excited because it's like they got their decorations up. Things are going good. I saw our local fire station has like this bright orange light
Are you serious?
shining over it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it have like any like weird spooky creatures or anything?
Not yet. I don't.
Oh,
I hope
that's
kind of
cool.
Yeah, but
anyways.
it's this big orange light, and it looks cool. But Christmas is taking over the stores.
Okay, that's messed up.
Yeah.
There's people they always put up their Christmas lights before Halloween.
Yeah,
That is like a sucker punch
it's a sin.
to the soul. Yes.
Brainwaves.
Brainwaves.
We're connected.
Yeah. I went to Sam's Club. They had more Christmas decorations in September than they did Halloween decorations.
That's why you
my
don't go to
goodness,
Sam's
that's
Club.
terrible.
I've never been there in my life.
You've never been to Sam's Club?
Never.
It's just Walmart version of Costco.
We actually know a Sam that works at Sam's Club, so
Hey.
that's
Oh,
Shout out to Sam out there.
Sam.
hi, buddy.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And also Walmart, they got their Christmas decorations all set up. Like,
Wait, Walmart.
yeah,
Wait,
Walmart's
where-
got their
where
decorations
at?
set up at the back. They still
Oh,
like,
okay.
I was gonna say they've
say, I
lost a
didn't see
customer if they did.
Yeah. Home Depot, like, just
Oh,
we
my
want
goodness.
Halloween.
Yeah.
October is for Halloween.
Seriously, people.
Whoever's in charge of this.
Store manager, shame.
Yeah. But yeah, I just kind of want to talk about that, show how excited I am. We will have a Halloween special towards the end of the month.
Oh,
Yeah, we're all gonna wear our Halloween costumes.
yeah.
It'll be sweet and spicy all in one.
Mine, you guys are gonna have to guess because.
Actually, like,
It's-
if you guys want to guess now, leave it in the comments.
Oh yeah, you might as well.
Yeah,
like,
leave it in the
seriously.
comments. Guess what we are. Say Tyson's gonna be this, Presley, Carson, like blah blah blah. And if you get it right,
Should we give hints to our costumes?
I think so. Yeah.
I feel like we'll give hints throughout the episode if we can, if it comes naturally.
Okay.
All right.
It's kind of hard to
Well,
do.
okay. So what hints should we drop now?
Mine's off of a horror movie. That's all I'm gonna say. My favorite horror movie for those of you that know me personally.
I know exactly what you are.
Well, yeah, you guys know.
I have no idea what you are.
what are you
really?
talking
I've
about?
No, I talk about it a lot because I'm really excited.
All right. Yeah. I am from my costume's gonna be from the popular Netflix series Stranger Things.
Mine is from a thriller movie, not necessarily a horror movie, but an intense like thriller. Mine's pretty difficult.
Maybe next episode we'll get more and more closer to our hints. Maybe we'll come in a piece of clothing. We'll have a little knick-knack on like the table or something. Speaking of table, check out this tablecloth.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Chow down.
Chow down.
Chow down.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll just start.
Yeah.
So I went to my local Popeyes, not so local because
It was like an
quite a
hour drive. It was an hour
we go to
drive.
Popeyes, we get this pumpkin pie cream. Wait, I'm saying that wrong. Pumpkin cream cheese pie, and
It's cream cheese. Ooh.
cream
Bro.
cheese is in it. To me, the picture looked disgusting. These guys think it looks
I
good.
think it looks good. Yeah.
So,
Bro, anything with
Pass that
if it's
down.
edible, I will eat it.
if it's a pie.
also, we're not sponsored by Popeyes. We're just reviewing Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Spooktober's little treat here. And yeah, we'll get to the drink here soon.
Wow.
I know it did the same thing to me.
All right, so I guess
Oh, no,
it looks
wait.
like a
God.
hot pocket. So I
Try
don't know
my
if you
Hot
guys can
Pocket.
see that or not.
Hot pockets.
All right,
Okay.
chow down.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, baby.
That's the exact texture.
It's like-
texture I was
It's a
expecting.
churro and a pumpkin pie.
It's hard for me to decide if I like this or not. The texture is throwing me off.
Mm.
I like it. Ow, it's hot.
I dig it.
I am thirsty. Can we get into our drink real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So we just got apple cider. Is it tea or just apple cider?
It's just apple cider.
Okay.
Warm apple cider.
Warm apple cider.
Sorry.
This is a lot of crumbs. I don't know if you guys could see that, but this chow down segment is a wee bit messy, if you ask me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna burn
cider.
our tongues. This is a hot episode. All right,
Cheers.
cheers. I don't know.
I don't know either about
I
this one.
do taste Halloween. It does taste like a Halloween drink for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something you could just tuck yourself away in on a Saturday night.
Oh, for sure. If it was
Just,
raining,
like, watch a horror movie and just
ooh,
sit on the couch.
pop
With
in
Yeah.
that old horror
Yeah.
movie.
Bro, I dig this. Excuse me
Huh.
while I devour this whole thing.
It's gonna be. It's okay. I don't know if I could drink it all
Yeah.
the time.
It's not my favorite. It's okay though.
It's like hot apple juice with a little bit more spicy though.
Mm-hmm.
A little cinnamony.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
I know my foods.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all right. Not my favorite.
Trash.
Thank you, Popeyes. Not sponsored, but thank you.
You're not gonna finish yours?
I will not right now.
Okay.
We gotta
I was gonna say you left me a treat. Got a little in my mustache there for a second.
Yeah, I can't grow a mustache yet.
Save a little
I'll
flavor
have a
for
fake
later.
beard for a little while. I just shaved actually.
I noticed.
The best
Thank
beard
you.
to have is the one you can grow. Just telling you.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, that
Okay.
was chow down, and
Yes. So we're gonna start into the childhood fears, right?
yes,
Of course.
Who's going first?
I could go first. I got some
Yeah, I
notes
was gonna
down.
say I feel like Tyson would be the best because he's the most prepared with this.
Yeah,
episode.
I came with some notes. Just I don't know. I get distracted easy.
Right on.
But yeah, today's episode is brought to you by our childhood fears. I'm gonna be exposing myself in in this episode because
Okay.
yeah, I was a little wimp back when I was a kid, and by kid I mean till like I was 14 years old. So 4 years ago. So I guess I kind of want to start from the beginning. I don't know if you guys know this, but back when I don't remember the age, but it was young. You know those presidential masks that are like almost super realistic.
Yeah, I know this.
My
like the rubbery ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
my cousin at the time, like I want to say I was like 4 or 5, because it was a long time ago. My cousin at the time, he had a George W. Bush mask, and he would wear that and try to scare me all the time with that. He'd chase me around his apartment with that thing on, and I was just traumatized. I could not look at that thing, and it was creepy because it was like he was a smaller kid too, because we're just little kids, we're close in age, and it was like dangling down on his face. It was disgusting. But yeah, the presidential masks were a big fear of mine for the longest time, actually. Like, I would say it finally stopped around like 10 years old when I realized they're just masks and they can't hurt me. Yeah, no, because of that, my freaking cousin, he would scare me with that thing all the time, and so I was just kind of traumatized with that. But yeah, now a few years later, my grandma had this little doll, like chicken doll, because she was like big into like chickens, roosters, and stuff.
Are you serious?
Chicken?
Yeah, it's a chicken doll.
You're a
no.
chicken? No.
Yes, for this thing, it was a disgusting, ratted up doll from like the 70s maybe. It was like imagine like what can I think of? Just a regular chicken. It looks like a chicken, like a cartoon chicken.
Okay.
How many times am I gonna say chicken in this? It's like cartoon looking. It's got, instead of feathers, it's got like fur, because it's a stuffed animal, and it was so ratted and so disgusting.
Why?
My grandma thought it was the cutest thing ever.
Grandmas
and
are weird. Okay. They collect everything and they think it's the cutest thing in the world.
It's Well,
Well,
this
they are
thing
like
was.
100 years old.
This is my grandma we were talking about.
Hey, no judgment.
No, I'm just kidding. She
Respect
deserves
to
this
her.
for this.
Yeah, respect to her.
No, she didn't know she was scaring me until I started crying.
Oh gosh.
It was the chicken. And
cried?
Yes, I was like 5. Give me a break.
But it was your grandma.
Yeah, she made me
Toughen
cry.
up. No.
I told you guys I'm gonna make myself look like a wimp in this
No.
episode.
I will tell.
I found out you could turn it on. There was a little battery pack. I'm like, oh, does it make chicken noises? I turn it on and it starts vibrating like crazy. It's like and it's shaking, and it starts making this screeching chicken noise because it's old. The speaker was all buzzy. It's like,
my goodness.
like going like that. Yeah, and it was vibrating. And I dropped it. And I started crying.
Bro, grandmas are weird.
And then my
okay?
mom picked it up, and she thought it'd be funny if she kept shoving it in my face to like scare me. I'm like, what? She's
Dude,
like,
your grandma's
oh, look,
awesome.
It's just the chicken. And my mom's like, here, and, like putting it in my face. It's like, it's like
That's the point when you run away.
I
Just
tried.
leave home.
I tried. I hid under the table. They just threw that thing under the table like a grenade.
my
Oh
goodness.
gosh.
They teased me a lot. It was
That's pretty messed up.
Do you have something you want to tell us?
guys.
Abusive household.
I was 5.
Okay. Yeah, we'll believe you there.
Now this is where I get a bit older.
Are you still scared of that chicken?
I am.
Oh.
It's gone though. But if I
What?
saw it today, if I ever get my hands on that, you guys will be the first to see. We'll bring it out on the show, and we'll just set it on the table while it's vibrating, and we'll just talk over it.
Me and Carson will just dress up as chickens on Halloween. We'll just come scare the crap out of you.
That would terrify me if you guys.
We're just like on your window.
yeah. I'm like, get out of here. Oh. Now this is where I get a bit older. I was like 8 or 9 at the time. And I really, really wanted to be into Power Rangers. I always thought the Power Ranger team was cool, and I wanted to watch the show all the time. So when I would go to my library, I would rent the DVDs, I'd watch them, but every single time I would watch it, I would have a terrible nightmare. I don't remember my nightmares, obviously, it was so long ago. But I just remember being scared out of my mind every time I went to bed because of the villains in that show. Because they are so stupid looking.
Oh.
They're like unnatural, but scary. And for me as a kid, I was scared of everything. Everything. And you'll see as we get down the line, like everything scared me. But the villains in Power Rangers would give me nightmares. I would have nightmares. I do remember having nightmares about like the villains coming towards me. I just don't remember the details because it was so long ago. But I wanted to watch the show so much, so I would force myself to try to get over it, and I never could. And I just stopped watching Power Rangers.
Oh.
And I haven't watched it since, and I'm afraid if I do, I'll have nightmares. So, no.
I've never watched Power Rangers.
I think I watched it like twice, and then
Like,
the
there
second time I fell asleep.
Yeah, there was like a couple that we got from like the library
Yeah.
because those
It was-
still exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We could rent DVDs from our library at least. But yeah, that stuff scared me.
it was whack. I will admit it was whack.
Yeah.
Just the couple that I've seen, they were weird villains.
It's a dumb show. Power Rangers is so stupid.
I
Like,
know, it's the villains are not really like scary or anything. It's just something you wouldn't expect.
it's so unnatural because their mouth will move just a little bit.
Yeah,
because
it's like
all,
kind of
oh, yeah,
older
all
fashioned,
plastic.
like CGI.
and the lighting of the set just looked odd, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember those.
But now here's another weird one. Did you guys ever watch the Dr. Seuss like puppet shows? It was like
No.
it was like the Muppets, but it was Dr. Seuss.
That sounds scary.
Okay, good.
Dr. Seuss is
That
just
sounds
whack.
hilarious, actually.
I can't remember what it's called. I'll do research. I'll put in a picture of an episode. But yeah, that show scared me. I couldn't watch it because, again, like it was the whole unnatural aspect of it. It was Dr. Seuss, which is already a weird art style. I really respect it now that I'm older, but back then it was just weird. I feel like all of us can agree, like it's
Yeah,
a
but,
weird.
but they're puppets. I think that was the main
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
were
scary
puppets,
idea.
and it looked like
Puppets do scare a lot of kids, actually.
It looked like the fur didn't look like fur. It looked like a water. Like to me, I remember it looking like an inside of a watermelon, like that texture. All the fur looked like that.
It's like a soft grain
Oh.
kind of.
Yes, yeah, and like it was all and yeah, some of the like Cat in the Hat. He was the only normal looking one because I'm used to Cat in the Hat looking like how he does.
Yeah.
But like Thing 1, Thing 2 came on, and I'm like, nope, I'm not looking at these guys. Horton Hears a Who. There was an episode of that, and that thing was terrifying. The Little Who's. I'm like,
Oh gosh.
Grinch. Oh my gosh, Grinch was a monster in this. And like, maybe I'm just remembering it all wrong, and they're like cute little fuzzy puppets now. No, I couldn't watch that show. It scared the F out of me. Like, but yeah, I'm talking about how children's shows scared me, and now here's the most embarrassing one:
I'm ready. I'm seatbelt buckled in.
Backyardigans. The Backyardigans
Oh, no.
scared me. Guys, I told you I'd be exposing myself in this episode.
Why?
The animation style. I hated it as a kid. It bothered me. The animation sucked.
That's when you turn it off.
Yeah.
But I couldn't because it was the only kids show on TV. I'm like, I don't want to watch soap operas. Like, the song was weird. To me, the song was creepy. Like the backyard again. Like it was. Like, I heard it in my head. Like it's like, you know when you hear like the lullabies in horror movies, like it sounds creepy.
Yeah.
But they're super innocent. In my head, the Backyardigans theme song scared me because it was like that lullaby thing where instead of it supposing to be innocent, it was terrifying. Yeah.
To each his own, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious, actually.
I'd never expect Backyardigans.
Yeah.
We pretty much just have to go for like kids shows when it comes to scaring the crap
I
out
know.
of Tyson.
I had, maybe it was just the way I was raised, and my parents and my cousins would scare me with innocent things, telling me that stuff is scary. I don't know. I was terrified of Backyardigans. Not as much as the Dr. Seuss show, but Backyardigans was something else. Couldn't watch it. I once had a nightmare where I don't know if you remember the little moose guy. I was in my I was in my room, and he comes in full scale, like as tall as my dad at the time, still 6 foot.
Gosh.
Comes in, he's like singing the Backyardigans song. He comes up, he's like Backyardigans.
That's so
And I wake
funny.
up, and it must have been a fever dream because I woke up and I threw up right after.
Oh,
I
gosh.
dashed to the bathroom and I just puked. So,
Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
man.
that's hilarious.
and then yeah, I mean
They're so soft and round. Why?
they're round, and the animation sucked, and it scared me, and I had that nightmare. It was a whole fever dream.
Dude, that's
But-
hilarious.
So I got one more thing. This one I feel like every kid could relate to in some way. Maybe you out there. I couldn't walk through the Halloween aisles at stores. Walmart was like walking through a haunted house during Halloween time. My mom's like, "Hey, we're going grocery shopping." And when she said that, I knew we were going to walk through the Halloween stuff. They were going to put on masks and scare me because they just, I don't know. They would scare me, and I couldn't walk through the Halloween aisles for the longest time. I was scared.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
No, I understand, and I told you guys, like, this is an embarrassing episode for me. I'm opening myself up for you guys, for the show. Doing
So
it.
you weren't one of those kids that picked up like the Satan's trident and
No, I
started
did, because
stabbing
I
his
was-
mom with it.
I did,
poking
but,
her.
I did, but that was because that was the only thing that didn't scare me. The decorations I couldn't look at.
Oh.
I would look at superhero costumes and only focus. Okay, there's my Spider-Man costume. I'm gonna go get that.
That's
For me, it was
funny.
like things that were hanging like from the ceiling, like above.
Yeah,
like the aisle. Like yeah, like if you walked under it, that would scare me.
It mainly scared me if someone else put on like masks. Like there
Yeah.
was like a group of teenagers and they like put on like a
That's
clown
true,
mask
that's
and they're
true.
like trying to scare each other. I'd be like,
yeah.
It's like what?
stay
the
away
freak?
from me.
Go away.
My older sister, she thought it was hilarious because I was 12 years old at the time. Like it was hard for me to walk through it. I was like walking through. I'm like, okay, it doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me. And my older sister puts on a mask and she's like, hey Tyson. I turn around. She goes, boo, like just a standard boo. I'm like, nope, I'm out of here. I couldn't do it. And it was probably some president mask, like probably a Barack Obama because I was the guy at the time. Yeah, screw those masks. But yeah, I couldn't walk through the Halloween aisles for the longest time. Like when I was, as a kid, I would just sit in the cart and I'd go like this, and like I couldn't look at the stuff. But it's funny now, cause I don't know what happened. The switch flipped in me. Like you guys know, I love my horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
I now love being scared. I'll watch scary
That's
videos
true.
at nighttime. I'll read scary books. I'll read about scary stories.
Tyson can tell you anything about anything when it comes to horror.
Yeah, I love good horror movies. And I like if a movie scares me, I love it even more. Like it's for me it's just weird that I went from being terrified of backyardigans to watching horror movies every day.
Yeah, that is a weird change.
Yeah, every day this month I've seen a horror movie. I started my own Blu-ray collection. I have
It must have been a puberty thing, I think.
I don't know. Maybe it's like
You
know-
embraced your fear.
Yeah, I
You're
embraced
Batman.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like maybe it's like Batman, how like he was terrified of bats, but he became Batman. I became the very thing that I feared.
Tyson,
Yes.
you're scared of yourself.
Is this a therapy session?
Yes, Tyson, you've got a problem.
I know. A switch flipped in me, and now I love me some good horror movies. I went to my first haunted house because I had money to do it. I went to Lagoon Frightmares, went to my first haunted house there, and I enjoyed every second of it. I was scared.
When was this?
Like in September or late September.
This year?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that was
gotta
your
see-
first one?
Your
my first
haunted
haunted house. We went to the scariest one that was free, and
Oh.
it was scary. I had fun. Funny quick story. This girl comes up to me, and like an actor, and like painted in zombie, and she's like, "I want your skull," and slams her hand on like the wall, and a wall of skulls. I'm like, "No!" And she's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Cause you have." Like I had a full conversation with this girl, trying to make her break character, but she didn't. She was doing good. So I mean, if you're watching this and you know who you are, props to you. That was awesome. I was trying so hard not to laugh. And I bet you were too. Because she's like, I want your skull. I'm like, no, you have thousands of others. She's like, I know, but I want yours. I'm like, okay, bye. And I like speed walk past her. And then another guy jumps out. But yeah. That's my little quick story.
Yeah, speaking on that topic, I went to a haunted house clear back in the 7th grade. And we went, it was 4 of us.
Which one was it?
It was the Haunted Circus
Oh, yeah.
over in
Everybody-
Oh,
Draper, yeah.
classic.
Yeah, we went there and they had like those zombie people like kind of walking through the aisles, like kind of like getting in people's faces, kind of like trying to spook them, you know.
Yeah.
And one kid, he's like he was not having it. He's like, okay, just stay out of my face. Here, take this. Gives her a $5 bill and says, go buy yourself a drink. And she takes it and she's like walking away. And all of a sudden she's like within 5 feet of like the employee desk. And she just starts hauling. She's like, I got $5. I was like, what?
This zombie lady's like,
It was, I got $5. It was so weird because this kid was not having it. He's like, pulls out his wallet. He's like, okay. Hands her the money, just like, whatever. Like, turns away. It's like, what?
why go then? Like,
I know.
Yeah,
It's like,
seriously.
yeah, that's what I don't get. Like, that's why I ever go to haunted houses for the longest time. Like, I don't want to go because I won't have fun. and I learned that I did have fun, and I will have fun from here on out. But like, don't go if you're not gonna have fun, because then it's not fun for the actors. Well,
Except it's not really fun when you're just getting like dragged by your hair by some dude with like
Yeah, that.
a Jason mask.
that's happened to you guys.
No,
Yeah.
that's happened
Oh,
to
yeah.
people before.
Oh,
But I'm not doing that.
Presley's like, yes.
No.
No.
So
Wait.
should we? Is that it for you?
That's my childhood fears. Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, I've always like had a fear of aliens. Like
Oh,
you know, like the 1970s aliens.
Oh,
Alien.
Yeah, and hence the
Yeah,
aliens up
Those
there.
aliens.
Okay, and we were living at my grandma's house. And at the time, me and my brother, we were just kind of like, we were kids. We were like, I was like 5, he was like 7 or something like that. We were sitting on the couch and we were just watching TV, just like, kind of like browsing through the channels. And there was a movie on. And at the time, my brother was obsessed with like, have you ever seen the movie Knight's Tales?
Mm-mm.
You've seen it.
Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah, I like that movie.
That's like one of my all-time
at the
favorites.
time,
actually,
that was like his favorite movie. And there's a movie called Excalibur on. And it had knights and stuff in it, but we didn't know it was R per se.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a scene where this guy was gonna go down on this girl, and they were going at it. But right before it ever happened, my dad walks in, turns the TV off, and puts in Aliens, the 1970s.
Yeah.
He put that in. 5 years old. I almost died. Okay, it was like the whole time I was like this.
Oh yeah.
And just the sounds were freaking me out. And every now and then I open my
of course.
eyes.
well, like
and all of a
the
sudden-
aliens are scary to
Yeah.
this
yeah,
day.
people post it on Instagram. You like hear it, just like
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah.
can do it actually. Can't, or no, it's the predator
Yeah,
sound
the
you can do.
Harry the platypus.
Anyway, anywho.
Sorry guys. Spooks Brothers podcast.
Anyway, yeah.
That was fun.
So we watched the whole movie. My dad sends us to bed. I can't sleep with the lights on. It was I was so scared. And there was a bed right here, and there was like against the wall, and there was the door, and there was a sliding bed that came out of underneath the bed, and I was sleeping in that slide out bed. My brother was in the bed, and I was right in front of the doorway. I would look down this dark hallway, and I swear I would see like shadows and stuff moving. I cried to my dad for 2 hours straight.
Oh, I bet.
Like back and forth, in and out of his room and then my room. Then he's like, okay, Carson, just name the fruits. I was like, no! I'm not going to name the
Fruit.
fruits. I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Fruit is pretty good. It would distract
I
me.
guess it worked though.
Peaches, apples.
Coconut. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like, I was literally going through all of them. I was like, grapes, strawberries, raspberries, grapes. Wait.
Wait.
I was like, okay, now I got to start over again. And I did that. and
Xenomorphs.
Apparently,
Grapes. I mean,
so apparently it worked though, because I went to sleep and I woke up and my dad was, telling my mom the story. My mom was yelling at my dad, so I guess it worked. But then, yeah, another thing that like kind of freaks me out was, not really freaks out, like kind of like uneasy, kind of disturbs.
yeah.
Mhm.
Is like clowns. It's like kind of it's like common.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
like
Common
there was
for
one
sure.
movie, like me and Presley, we had like a sleepover like a couple of years ago. And
this is funny.
it was it was the cheesiest, it was the stupidest movie. Clowns. It was called Clowns.
This was a
Clowns,
different
clowns.
Presley, by the way. This wasn't me. No.
Yeah, I could tell it was a different Presley. Freaking out at 5 in the morning. Anyway,
Okay,
this movie
continue.
it wasn't scary at all. It was just I can't even really remember
A bunch
what it
of
was about.
bull
Yeah,
crap.
it
I
was
know
like,
what you're talking
it was
about.
like
It's
PG-13.
Yeah, it was PG-13. It was kind of low budget. It was crappy quality.
it looks low
was
budget.
the-
Even the cover is just
But yeah, at
It was
like the time
stupid.
I had a
comedy.
bed in my room, and there was a couch that Presley was sleeping on in like the corner of my room. And we went to sleep, and I wake up. It was like 5:30 in the morning, and I hear this screaming and moaning. I woke up, and Presley's sitting up in my couch, grabbing the thing, and going like just freaking out. And it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm waking up. I'm like tucking. I brought my covers up. I was like, Presley, Presley. I was like freaking out.
Dude, it was so bad and
Can
so funny.
you give us
My
a little
perspective?
sample? Yeah.
Okay, so my perspective was we watched this movie. I didn't think much of it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, that was kind of stupid. We go to bed. It was probably what time was it when we went
It
to
was-
bed? I think it was like 1,
It was
wasn't
like
it?
1,
I think
12:30.
1, yeah.
It wasn't too serious.
It was like late, but not like crazy late, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or early. I don't know. Anyway, so I fall asleep and I was having this crazy dream. All right, so in this dream, I was like, to make a long story short, pretty much, end of this like clown chase or hunt or whatnot. Me and there's 3 people I was with. I don't know who they were, but we found the clown and he was hiding inside the driver's seat of a car. Okay, I don't know why. This is just a dream. And so we're all like, all right, man, we're going to get in there and we're just going to choke the crap out of him. And we're just, all 3 of us at the same time, you know, we're just going to hop in there. So they're like, the one kid's like, well, whoever they were, I don't know. They're just telling me that it's mainly my job to choke this clown. So I'm like, oh crap, man. He's like, it's up to you. He's like, we're gonna like try and they're like telling me the goal to beat him is to scare him. So like, we're gonna scare him and you're gonna choke him out pretty much. And I was like,
your big moment, Presley.
I was just like,
this right.
dude. So we all get in all at the same time. I was in like the back right hand seat and he's in the driver's seat. I don't know why it was placed like that. I get in, just and in my dream, he's dying here. Okay, excuse me. In my dream, I'm like, you know, like I'm choking this clown, and I just sound all beefy and muscly. And next
As
thing
we
I
do
know,
in
I'm
our
like
dreams.
choking this clown, looking at it straight in the eye. I blink, and then I'm like, all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm holding onto Carson's couch, and I'm like, like I'm just, like it was the weirdest thing because you blink, and all of a sudden I'm not choking a clown, I'm
You're in a
choking
whole
Carson's
different world.
couch, and I'm just sitting there going, you know.
I wish I was there for this. Man.
I let go of the couch, turn around, and I just see Carson like.
Okay.
He was sitting there like
you gotta think of
freaky. I was like,
You gotta think of it this way though. I swear he was possessed or something.
Oh, yeah.
It was freaking me out.
And then-
I saw his like little silhouette and he's like,
as soon as
I
I
was losing. I was like,
soon as I stopped like choking the couch, I looked at Carson and I just started crying. I was laughing
Oh,
so
man.
hard. So it was like goes from me screaming to turning around looking at him going, "Ah," you know, like start laughing my butt off. So he had to have thought I was like completely psycho that night. And
that was like the most on edge I've ever been in my life.
there's
Oh,
only
I
like
bet.
two times.
By a normal like situation, that was the
There's-
scared I've ever been.
There's 2 times I've seen Carson scared. Once at Nightmare on 13th, at like this one thing that wasn't even supposed to scare him, but it scared the crap out of him.
Okay.
It was hilarious. And then the other time was the clown freak out in Night Terror that I had.
Oh my gosh, that was horrifying. But then, like, yeah, when he was saying about Nightmare on 13th,
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
height has disadvantages at times, and this is one of them. Okay, there's supposed to be like these little mist sprayers that spray on shorter people. Yeah, it's right at my face.
Wait, tell us how big you are so they
Yeah,
know.
I'm 6'6".
Yeah.
so
Big
I'm
guy.
I'm a
He's
big guy.
These things weren't meant to scare the
This
people.
thing,
This was meant
thing
to
was
like,
6'5". It's supposed to like rain down on like shorter people,
and
kids.
it builds up pressure too every now and then.
Yeah,
It
so
goes,
it's like it's a
yeah, it
it's
goes
a
like
spray.
like that.
I'm walking by and this thing's right in my ear. All that water hit me, and I about kneed myself in the face.
It was the funniest thing because
Oh,
we had a whole group and we were all together the whole time. Carson was in the very back and I was like right in front of him. And we got a little ahead at this one part and I couldn't feel or hear Carson behind me because we were all like, you know, hanging on to each other. And I was like, where did he go? So I turn around and he's like 10 feet behind us, you know, and there was like not very many lights, but there was just like one right where the pipe was that like shot out like this smoke. And right as I turned around and look at Carson, he's walking past it like,
I'm moseying at this point because I was like,
he wasn't that scared. He just
Yeah.
didn't care. I could just see what was gonna happen. Like lines it up with his head and it goes, and he's just like. All like his legs went out, his arms went out, and he's like, he's just screaming his butt off, and I laughed. I like fell on the ground. I was laughing so hard that night. It was so.
let's
funny.
just say, you know the moment in Monsters Inc. when Mike
Oh,
Wazowski
yeah.
scares Sully out of bed. I was making his exact sounds.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I'm dead. I'm not even kidding. Oh, that was exactly how it
It
sounded.
was so funny. Oh my goodness, it was so funny.
Oh, man. I wish I was there for some of that stuff though.
Those were
It
the
was
only
so
two times
good.
I've ever seen him get scared. One was because of me, and one was because of a freaking pipe that shoots out smoke.
It wasn't even that
A
scary. It was
smoke
just,
machine scared the crap out of you.
that's pathetic, isn't it? But it scared
but it's
me to
hilarious too.
Oh
Because
man.
it's like it's the boundaries. You know, when
Yeah.
like something like touches your boundary,
yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's like
you
taller,
you lose your mind.
and he's like taller than half the monsters in the whole Nightmare on 13th anyway. So you know,
oh,
it just wasn't hard, or it wasn't easy to scare Carson. But a pipe did it.
I don't know how. It doesn't
came out
make
of nowhere
sense.
for you. That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh,
Anyways.
it freaked me out.
So back to what you were saying, clowns on when they scare you.
Oh, yeah,
we
well,
totally
we
got
went way
sidetracked
out.
there.
That was
but-
pretty much it. There's the story of Presley. It was mainly Presley that freaked me
Yeah,
out.
I'm the clown fear right here.
Yeah.
You're the clown.
Yeah. Well, no, I was killing the clown, man. I'm the good guy here. No.
The anti-clown.
There you go.
Watch out,
Anti-clown.
you those who dress in clown.
Yeah, remember
I'll
the
choke
whole
you
clown
out.
Oh yeah,
craze?
that whole thing where like people were like dressing up.
There's
as
a new
clowns.
documentary coming out called Wrinkles the Clown that takes place during that.
Weird.
Okay, yeah, like I was gonna say one more thing about clowns, and that was like, remember back in like middle school, the whole thing, like 3 years ago. Okay, it's 6 years ago, 5, 4.
No, wait, no, because we were in 8th grade. Well,
So yeah,
you're a grade above us, so
Yeah.
you're graduated. Me and him we're the same age, but we're the oldest of our grade.
yeah. Okay, so it was about 5 years ago then, right?
Yeah.
About 5 years.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
feels like
because
so.
so it was like middle school time, and there was a whole thing about like killer clowns going around, like hurting people, doing all this whack stuff.
During Halloween time, of course.
Yeah,
Right
so
before
everyone
trick-or-treating
everyone
season.
was kind of like freaking out of their minds.
Oh, everybody.
But in the 8th grade, our friend group, it was Presley, me, our friend Brock, and my brother. We all did like horror characters. So I was Leatherface, he
Oh,
was
yeah.
Freddy, my brother was Jason.
Maybe
Brock
we
was
should put up
Michael
a picture
Myers.
of that if we can.
Yes.
Yeah,
because we
so,
have a
yeah.
picture
Yeah.
that it's pretty cool.
It was
man.
cool,
Like
but
you
anyway.
guys can't beat our squad when it comes to that.
I made an actual Leatherface meat hook out of rebar.
Just
I carried that thing around for self-defense during this event.
yeah.
I was scared.
Oh, everybody was scared when it all started because I used to walk home from school. I was like, "Mom, I don't want to walk home. Pick me up," because I had to cross this canal, and there was stories of clowns by the
Yeah.
canal. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
So wait, what year did you guys say this started?
Like
It was
8th
like
grade.
eighth grade. It was like
Oh,
5 years.
weird.
4
I
or
remember
5
it being a lot sooner than that.
That's
It
what I
feels
thought.
sooner,
I
but
thought it
now
was
that we're
like
looking
2
back,
years ago. Really,
But it was
No.
in middle school, and then it's been 3 years of high school. So
Holy cow, man!
That's weird.
Time is going by fast.
yeah, it's been about 5 years from Halloween. So yeah, that's whack.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't want to walk home. I mean, we never did. We have anything in our area that we live in? Any
I
cases?
didn't hear any stories or anything.
But man, yeah, that was a big deal, and I bet everybody remembers it. It was a big internet sensation.
Yeah.
Idiots on YouTube were doing like clown prank during this time, and I'm like,
Yeah.
are you stupid?
That was really insensitive, I thought.
Yeah,
I
for
was like,
sure.
That's
And-
not funny.
And then the year after the It reboot came out, and perfect timing because everybody was
Yeah.
terrified. And then now this year we're getting I don't know if it's out yet or when it comes out. It's a documentary about one of the clowns called Wrinkles the Clown, and yeah, I'd like to review that one day. So
Yeah, you'll be the guy to do that.
Interesting.
Read up on that horror.
yeah,
Yeah, anyway, that pretty much sums up what I was going to talk about.
Mhm.
So we'll move on to the third and final guest.
Mine, it's pretty weird. If you guys have ever seen M. Night Shyamalan's movie Signs, that movie honestly was my main fear when I was little. I'd say like it's that one and like water mostly, but I'm just gonna
Oh, yeah.
talk about mostly just the movie Signs because I saw it was like the first like scary movie I like ever saw when I was little. So it really just I don't remember how old I was, but I was small. You know, I was really small. The first time I watched it, I just had this dream too. Is like there's a scene in the movie where like the alien. I'm just gonna tell it because
yeah. I mean, if you're
It's-
spoiler alert, if you want to skip ahead, go ahead. But like,
yeah, it's not that you know scary of a movie, so you probably won't want to watch it anyways. But anyways, there's a scene in the movie where the alien. Well, the little girl gets the dad to come get her a glass of water, and it's like super late at night, and the dad like looks out the window, and the Signs alien, which they look pretty similar to like humans. They're kind of but skinnier, kind of taller too, and then regular like alien face, what you think it is. There you go. So just looks at him through the window. For some reason, that scared the crap out of me. I don't know why. I guess, well, maybe I do. I have a window in my room, and I had a dream that night, and it was like the most realistic dream. I've had it like probably 5 times maybe 6 in my life, but
That's when you should get help.
yeah, every single time it scared the crap out of me. I've woken up screaming. Every time I had that dream, I've woken up like pretty much night terror, like at Carson's house. I was like, you know, like I woke up to that. I'm just a weirdo, you know, when I get scared. So anyways, had a dream that night. Same thing pretty much happened in my dream. I have a window right next to, well, at the time it was right next to where the foot of my bed was. So it was like I was lined up with the window. So in my dream, I wake up, I sit up, look at my clock. It's like 1 a.m. I look at the window and my blinds just like, or shades, whatever, shoot up, like straight up. You know, I can like pull them up. They just shoot straight up.
Oh.
Standing right outside my window and just grabs it and like lifts the window up and starts climbing in, and I just start screaming, and then I like wake up and I sit up, and it was like 12:32, I believe, in the dream. I wake up, sit up, look at my clock, and it was 12:32. When I had that dream, I started crying. Like I would bawling
cry.
my eyes out, and my bedroom was like upstairs and my parents' bedroom was like down the hallway. The hallway's so like it's pitch black at night. Like it's pitch black. Can't see anything. That was the scariest, like one of the scariest parts for me is getting across that hallway. It was pitch black. I cried. So I'd have to sit there on my bed and just cry for like an hour, and then I'd just book it through the hallway. And then I'd usually just like jump on my parents' bed and like land right in between both of them. I'm like, my dad hated it. I could tell.
We've all done that though.
Yeah.
We all have.
Oh yeah, I mean, like sorry to interrupt, but
No,
like
yeah, go ahead.
my little brother, he wanted me to talk about this story.
Yeah,
in one
go
of our
for it. Go
episodes.
for it.
So I've always been big into werewolves. Even when I was scared of everything, I loved werewolves. But I got this one werewolf mask on clearance for the Halloween section, and I wore it all day long because I'm like, yes, I'm a werewolf. And me and my brother shared rooms. We had bunk beds, and we shared a room, and he said, he woke up and he's like, Tyson, why did you try to scare me last night with your mask? I'm like, I didn't. And this was like quite a while ago, like years and years ago. I'm like, I didn't try to scare you. I was sleeping all night. He's like, no, I saw you jump off of your bed with your werewolf mask on. I'm like, you're either having a nightmare or you saw something creepy, like, or I was sleepwalking. I don't know.
That'd be freaky, actually.
He said he was just like, he said that I jumped off. He saw my silhouette only. He didn't see like my face, but he said I had, because like the ears were coming out. I had like the fur stuff, and I'll bring in the mask one of these days.
We gotta set up those masks with different masks that we
Yeah.
But yeah, he said I jumped down and I just was standing there, and I walked away, and he said that it scared the crap out of him. He was really mad at me, but I'm like, I didn't do anything. And so shout out to you, little brother. I told your story. Either I was sleepwalking, he was having a nightmare, or
My brother's done that to me thousands of times.
Yeah, your brother has those.
My brother has. What are you trying to do here? No.
you want to fight?
Oh, no. You just
I'll-
break out in
I
a
will
fist fight.
flip you like pancakes.
Use the table.
Do kick flips with them.
Yeah, my brother has like, he's a sleepwalker, and he's beaten me up in his sleep multiple times. I'm not even kidding. I can tell you the story a different time if you want to, ask me about it. But
Yeah.
I have a lot of different stories that I personally felt physically. Anyways, so yeah, Signs Alien always freaked me out, and we also had a Signs Alien mask. Like it was like a legit Signs Alien mask. And my brother used to always my brother, he loves to scare the crap out of me and punch
Older
the crap out of me.
brothers, right?
Yeah. So he used to always put that on and scare the crap out of me and my little sister, and that didn't help. That like traumatized me.
It's
Oh my
it's
goodness.
always the older siblings, though.
Mhm.
Except for, well, I mean, I'm the older sibling in the situation I just told you. But I didn't know I was doing it if I
Way to
really
set an
did do it.
example, Tyson. Way to set an example. Jump off your bed.
I'm like,
So yeah, those were always scared me. And then pretty much tsunamis. Like, yeah, I learned to swim like kind of later. I don't remember how old I was, but it was like
It's like
late.
scout camp years.
Yeah,
like
it was
probably
late.
10,
Like I
12.
was like 9, 10, somewhere around there. So that's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, we're just gonna say it because
we're exposing ourselves.
yeah,
in this
just a little
episode.
bit. But water, that like since I learned late, I just never was good at it, and so water's always been like a fear of mine. So like those big tsunami waves, and like water creatures like great whites and like
Oh my
that type of
I
stuff.
still-
Like those
yeah.
scare me, but almost like the waves are almost scarier to me. There's just something so much more like overpowering about
Yeah.
them and how they like bury like towns and
Yeah,
you
you
know, it's
can't,
like
you can't stop
yeah.
it. There's
Yeah,
no way.
it's-
It's
So-
an unstoppable force.
it's such
for
a
sure.
real world scary thing, really.
Like
Honestly,
deep waters is one of my biggest fears, even to
Yeah.
this day. Like deep waters,
today. Yeah, same.
like going fishing on a lake. I hate, like, because my family's like, oh, let's go swimming, let's go jet skiing.
yeah.
And, like I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that, but I don't want to like go in the water for too long because it's one of my fears.
Yeah, it's like I've been to Lake Powell before, and you're fine if you're just swimming straight, but if you stick your feet straight down, you see you see everything
Yeah.
bad happen to you at once, and it freaks you out.
Yeah.
That's why I've been there once,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah, water's always been a thing that just scares the crap out of me. So don't come at me with a cup of water. I'll punch you in the face.
But yeah, I guess that's a good segue into talk about fears that we
Yep.
have to this day.
Yeah, so that's like mine.
Yeah, we kind of touch base on
Yeah,
like
so-
water, deep water, and stuff.
That's what scares me. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what else scares you to this day?
My coworkers. Every day I pretty much get one of them like coming up behind me. Gabe, this is you. I hate you.
Calling out
and
your
Hayes, which is also my brother.
Yeah.
They both try and scare the crap out of me because my job is usually separate from where everyone else works at my place. So they always sneak into the rooms I'm at and they jab me, like jumpstart you, you know, and I'm like, ah, you know, like I usually try to swing my knife at them. But
oh,
yeah, I'm a carpenter, so we got, you know.
handy dandy tools.
Yeah.
All right.
So deep waters and your coworkers.
Yep. My coworkers suck.
Now mine's gonna take a turn here. Deep waters, obviously, we touched on that. But someone breaking into my house.
I see that.
Oh yeah,
That is
that's
my-
definitely
see
My
one.
Totally.
biggest fear to this day over anything.
I
like,
agree.
I see that. Yeah.
Like horror movies that like The Strangers, Scream, Halloween, like
Have you seen When a Stranger Calls?
yeah, When a Stranger Calls.
That-
holy
that
cow.
one-
That
killed
one's
me.
one of the best like intense movies
like the
you'll ever
most
see.
suspenseful movie I've ever seen.
And also, mind you guys, there's a I think it's like 2009 remake. That's the one that we're
yeah,
also probably talking
isn't that
about. It's
on-
a
yeah.
newer.
well,
no.
there was like a second one that was R, which
Yeah.
I haven't seen. That
No,
one.
there's no R one. There's one
Yeah.
that's back way back then.
Yeah,
don't
I
remember the
think I
year.
know what you're talking about.
And then there's a newer one that's like 2009.
yeah, and it's not like a bloody, gory
No, it's
movie.
def-
So
it-
it's like
it's
if
definitely
you're
if-
one of those people that has to have that to be scared, it's like no, it's
No,
not
like,
for you.
It's a good tease into horror. It's really
Yeah, that's what
suspenseful.
that,
It's yeah.
that like was my push in because it's not like it. Yes, like you said, very suspenseful.
It kept the the action.
Oh
moving.
my
You're like,
gosh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
oh crap, what's gonna happen next?
You got like white knuckles and sweaty palms
It
at
was
the end of
a
this
very-
movie.
Go watch it,
Yeah,
and I will put I'll put the title in.
you could check out Signs as well if you
Signs,
want.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're both like Signs is pretty slow, so if you want.
Yeah, well, it's an M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It
When a
is.
Stranger Calls, that movie terrified me because every time I move into a new room, because I've moved into 3 different rooms this whole time I've lived in the house I am at now, and my biggest fear is somebody is just following me outside and just staring at me through the window. I'll put up black curtains. I don't like having that thought that somebody could break into the
Or
my
like
house.
when a random car pulls up next to your house and you have no idea who they are. I always like sit there and like,
even
look at my window.
UPS trucks, to this day, I'm still like, you get away from here.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
it gives you that uneasy feeling. You're just
Well,
out of.
I feel like it scares everyone generally just
Yeah.
because like your house is supposed to be a place of comfort and
Oh,
like
yeah.
something
Oh, yeah.
you're used to and you know. So when someone's like in there, that's like one of the most scary sentences I think
Like,
that can
it's-
even be said is
Even
someone's in your house. You know, that's a freaky
Again, it goes back
sentence.
to like that personal barrier. You're like,
yeah, like
Yeah.
we covered
Like, you- 'cause
exactly.
You feel
you have your personal
violated,
self,
really.
but then you have your property.
yeah.
yeah.
And when someone is in that you don't want there,
You kids get off my property.
yeah,
But it almost gives
No.
you the advantage though too, because you know the layout better than they do. That's what I always think. You just go at it with confidence.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, those movies terrified me to this day. Those movies I really do enjoy because they are scary,
Mm.
and I always make sure my doors are locked. After watching that movie, I'm like, I'm like locking everything. And then heights. Heights are one of my fears. Going on high roller coasters and stuff.
Random question: did you guys ever close your doors when you were little?
I still do.
You still
Yeah.
do? Do
Like-
you?
Like,
Like
shut
when
them
at
completely.
night when you
I
sleep?
can't keep it open this far. I can't keep it open.
I can't have any
have
light
to.
in.
I have to hear that little
Yeah.
the click. I have to
That's
close
so
my
funny.
door.
I was like a weird kid. I always had my door wide open, and my brother would always scare me. He'd be like, "Why do you keep your door open?"
Yeah.
And it'd be like late at night. I'm like, "Because if there's a horror monster or a killer, he's coming through my window. The door has to be open so I can run out." He's like, he just look at me like that doesn't make any sense at all. He's gonna be coming through your door. You're on the
Yeah.
second floor of a house.
Yeah, that's right, huh?
I was a weirdo.
Me,
man.
I'm on the level because my house is level and I have a basement, and so there's a point. I don't want to talk about this online.
Yeah.
But yeah, heights are one of my fears.
Heights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to go skydiving so bad.
Got a problem with me? No problem.
If I got on your shoulders, I would be scared. Like honestly, like yeah, like even as a kid going on the playground that went like too high up, standing at the edge,
Oh, that's
looking
funny.
down, I was terrified. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah, I
bother
was
me
like,
now because I
why?
am bigger.
Like I don't.
I
That's
don't know
weird.
how
I
to
was like the
explain
kid
it.
who was trying to go the highest on like the swings and everything.
Yeah, when I did that, I would look behind me. I'm like, nope, nope.
You just pass out.
Yeah, I went to.
Can you imagine just like seeing this
Just some
kid going, just flips out of the
It's
swing,
I'm so high, Daddy. Look at the.
just ragdolls and flips out of the swing. Oh, that'd be funny.
I went to the Clark Planetarium, and the second floor, which isn't that high, now that I'm bigger, and it's just a glass railing that you can look down, and it's not even high. It's just hovering over the gift shop. I went with my dad on a field trip, and I'm like, fine, I'm getting over my fear of heights. Here I go. This is like, I'm like 11 years old. I go up to it, and my dad's like, yeah, just keep looking down. Like, you're going to be fine. And then some jerk classmate comes up to me, and he goes, ah! And makes me jump. And I'm like, ah! Like, I felt like I was going to fall through the glass. Like, yeah, heights are my fear to this day.
Okay.
But I would like to go skydiving.
That would be fun.
I'd probably
Yeah.
pee my pants, but
That's on my
I'd
bucket
really,
list too.
Yeah, really want to do that.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my fears that I'm still afraid of today. And obviously, extraterrestrial, the rake, like we covered in last episode. Holy cow. Yeah. All right, your turn.
I'm pretty solid. I'm
Yeah.
I'm easy
You're
going.
just a guy.
I can see like deep water gets you. Like it
It's
tinkers.
the unexpected.
it still gets
Yeah.
me just because you don't know what's below you.
exactly.
There are things we still haven't discovered. We know more about the moon than we do our own oceans.
That's right.
That freaks me out. I don't know what much to tell you because that's pretty much it. Other
Deep
than
waters.
there's like sleep paralysis and stuff like that freaks me out.
that stuff.
We'll have to. Yeah, we're gonna get into a in-depth episode about that
on
stuff.
that type of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Stay tuned, guys.
that's pretty much me.
Mine, I would say mine have grown weird. I'm always weird, I guess. But anyways, mine have used to be like more stuff like that, but nowadays I'd say it's mostly just like you said, someone breaking into your house, which we already covered. But then the other thing that's like weird, it's kind of embarrassing too, but like abandonment really by other
Oh,
people.
for
Okay,
sure.
yeah, I
Like
see that.
social
I see that. I
abandonment
feel
is like
that.
a thing. Like loneliness scares the crap out of me
Mhm.
sometimes.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I just don't want to be alone, and when you are, you feel like crap and you overthink a lot. So that's like a very
Yeah,
dangerous
too-
thing because I've totally overthought so many things that you spend too much time. When you get alone, you spend too much time and you get weird and you get really sad. It's really
Yeah.
depressing.
Too much time to yourself can be
Yeah,
dangerous.
it's always good to enjoy yourself, but
Yeah.
I highly recommend if you're one of those people who like being alone all the time.
Get
Don't
Stop.
don't stay
put,
comfortable.
put yourself out there.
There's a reason why everyone else likes to be with other people.
I mean,
you know.
look at us, a bunch of geeks getting around a table talking about stuff
Yeah.
we're interested in.
yeah. So
And,
like being
there's
alone.
hope for everybody out there to do that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's you're not it's not a alone type of thing. You can find someone, it's easy, but that's just
Just
something
put yourself out there.
that scares me to like the day, I guess I'd say.
Yeah.
Just a weird fear I have,
But it
but
totally makes
yeah.
sense, and it's obviously much easier said than done to put
Mhm.
yourself out there. But yeah,
yeah, so like social acceptance is probably like the worst one for me now. But
yeah, and it's very relatable too.
close second, murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I feel like I could decently think in that situation almost. I don't even know.
it depends on how we get killed, though. Like, I'd rather have it like that.
Yeah.
If I was to get killed,
I'd fight.
I'm immortal. I don't die.
I would put up a fight until I realize that there's no hope. But that we'll have to get into in another episode.
Yeah.
we got so many. We have so
We
much
got a
stuff
lot-
planned for you guys.
We got a lot
Yes,
of subjects.
We've got
like,
big plans coming.
we can keep this
Hey, no
going,
spoilers.
too. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just saying we got
got
stuff
pages.
here. Woo.
Pages, people.
Check this out. You can't.
Yeah,
in your face.
That's right.
yeah. Just keep watching
Okay.
us, guys, and support us, and we'll
Yeah.
keep bringing you the spooks because we got a lot of stuff planned for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
that concludes episode 2.
that is episode
That's
2, my friends.
episode 2. That's a wrap. No, it's not Hoonigans. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, that concludes it. Once again, this is Tyson. I'm
Yeah.
Carson. That's Presley.
If you want to follow us on social media, you can follow me on Instagram at Tyson_Shredder.
Mine is king sized with the eyes as ones. Underscore between king and sized.
Yeah,
It's complicated.
just go.
You'll
Go
figure
hit
it
us
out.
up,
Yeah.
and then leave comments. And,
And
yeah.
mine's Presley__broadhead.
Simple and
Yeah.
sweet. How do you like that?
That's us, guys. That's the Spooks Brothers podcast. Thanks for joining us for episode 2, and we'll
Keep going.
we'll catch you next time.
See ya! Let's go!